Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Operation Aegis, our Lancer actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me as usual will be Sarah playing Vika, Patrick playing Freddy, Eric playing Uriah, Rappy playing Melody, and Jeremy playing Cortev. And who remembers where we left off last week?
Kaiju.
A lot of kaiju.
It wasn't a lot, it was like 3.
3 more than there should be.
Or maybe it was 4. Y'all might have killed one.
And
There is one dead.
And a random mech person by the tree.
And a question in this regard. Have we actually ever managed to capture one yet?
We're
Yeah,
working on that.
Yes, that's right. Patrick missed last time.
We have half of our quota.
Okay.
Yeah, they did wind
They
up
caught-
catching, was it
2 of the
5?
big ones, 3 of the little ones?
I
Or
believe
3 of the
that's
big
correct.
ones, 2 of the little ones?
2 big,
Something like that.
2 big ones and 3
Or
little
3.
ones.
3 big, 2 little.
3 big. Yeah, okay. I'm looking up here to see how many of the big container boxes I had, but yeah. Alright.
We're trying to maybe catch one of these guys. We'll see.
See how it works out. So the important thing for you to know about Freddy. So they got back to base. There was a little interaction with some of the folks around base. Everybody eventually conks out for the evening. Base is attacked in the middle of the night.
Yep.
You got a little bit of warning because Whip was still, kind of active, so he was still kind of looking around. And when he noticed that some of the drones that patrol outside the base, to keep an eye on anything coming up, when he noticed a bunch of them kind of fell out of the network, he woke y'all up.
You did cut out for a second there. I heard whip and then stutter and then the drones.
All right, so you had drones patrolling.
Okay.
Whip noticed that a bunch of them dropped out of the network for a little bit,
I see.
and he woke y'all up. And then an attack happened almost immediately.
You got knocked out. You have a concussion, we think.
Yeah. So all the mechs are stationed over here. You were out the door right away. Uriah was out really quick. Anyway, when they blew through the gate down here, piece of shrapnel knocked you out because I needed a convenient way to not have you in the fight.
Yeah.
So as we start up, you are in this hex right here. Oh, let me drop over so everybody can see the map. Because you got knocked out here, and Tiana basically spent the fight getting you, dragging you into cover, and then doctoring on you.
Okay.
So yeah, Car's last action, Tiana literally wakes Freddy up, so you're like awake now.
All right.
We had Whip take a few shots, do a few things, just as best we could remember what he could do.
All right.
So that is where we are at the moment.
Fresh round, right?
Yeah. We always try to wrap up a round.
Yep.
I think we're on round 4.
Yes.
Okay.
It might have been 3.
I believe it's round 3 we're starting.
Yeah, because we joked about it being round... Yeah. And Carr has left notes. Yeah, round 3. Ties and HPs are in their mech.
Yeah.
Round 3.
And they can share all of Tiana's
Abilities.
stuff and things, whatever they call them.
The stuffing.
Stuff and things.
HR stuff and things.
And Carr sent me the share code on CompCon, so I have Rabbit's full stats.
All right.
Perk.
I will probably make y'all roll for it, but
Fine.
We're sorry in advance.
I am not sorry. I'll do it.
It is totally, totally. So if anything happens, it's not my fault.
Mhm.
All right, so who would like to start off the round?
May I go first? I have a big
for it.
baddie in front of me. I would like to blow them up.
Do it.
Um.
Oh, yes, you were down there.
So yeah. For once, actually, I'm gonna first before I do that, I'm going to protocol to move. To shepherd. Move this shield drone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put it over next to
All the other
put it over
drones?
next to Vika. Yeah, all the other ones. And then I'll use my Annihilation Nexus.
All right, that's the one where you kind of pulse.
Yep.
All right, how much damage is it doing?
You still have to roll an attack. But I got a. What are we at? Crit wise 2.
2.
So I rolled a 14.
All right, the monstrosity's evade is a 10.
All right, that hits. A D6 plus 3. This is going to be 6 points of energy damage, armor piercing.
All right, 6 points, armor piercing. Let's see.
And is it supposed to be like a little tucked downward from where it is, or is that like where it's going to be?
Yeah, it's kind of misaligned on the grid.
Let me drop it over to one side so I can see the grid.
Yeah, the grid's like this situation.
Yeah. Yes, it should be slightly down.
That
basically that little bit of it that's overhanging you is the side that you should be connected to.
Sure. Okay. The only reason I ask is because that will affect my drones when it's its turn.
Yeah, I understand. But yes, these 3 drones down here are adjacent as well, even if it doesn't look like it.
Awesome. Perfect. That is gonna be it for me because that's a full action, and I don't want to take a swipe or get swiped by this thing.
All right, and you said 6 points of damage.
6 points, armor piercing, energy.
This thing looks like it's on its last leg.
Don't worry, it'll be over in a sec.
Capture.
I can't. It's a what do you call it?
Quick action.
It's a barrage to use my Nexus.
Ah.
So somebody else will have to hit it with that.
Yeah, I'll try.
I was gonna say I'll get on the comms and say, hey, I've got one that's really weak. If someone can capture it.
I mean, you can't overcharge.
I'll
Oh,
go
yeah.
for it on my turn.
Overcharge is a thing.
Overcharge
Yes.
is a thing. I am choosing not to use it at this
Okay,
point.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Just because I have a big one in front of me, and if I miss, it's just gonna fuck me up.
Brace.
All right, now the one in front of you.
Yeah.
He's not happy with you. He's not happy with you at all.
Not happy with me at all. I would like it to make a. Which one's more fun in this moment? Let's go with an agility save.
All right. And what is this agility save for?
My snare drone.
Ah, gotcha. He got a 16.
That is a success. So continue.
All right, and this one, what was this one's mutations? It had the rampage, which is what it used to get to you.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure I'm just gonna brace here in a sec, but we'll see.
Had this one shot acid at you at some point?
Yes.
Okay, that was what I was.
Both of the ones down here that are still up have shot acid.
Okay, gotcha.
Attempted to shoot acid at me. Okay.
Though you're right next to him, so would you rather do that or would you rather bite?
I'd rather bite.
You know, I think you're right. He would rather bite.
I think up close and personal would rather bite.
19, 20, 21, 22.
That sure as hell hits.
Camus's razor.
What is that?
Allied character within range 5 and line of sight is targeted by an action that deals kinetic or explosive damage. Is this kinetic or explosive?
This is kinetic. This is kinetic.
I become the target of the action instead. If the action was area effects such as line, cone, blast, etc., attacker must now position it so it targets you or as close as possible, which could change its targets. Transfer takes place even if the original could not have hit you, i.e., it was a melee.
Okay. So you see it getting ready to take a swipe, and then you do something to draw its attention.
Lash out with something.
Vika flexes on it.
Bonk it with the lance.
Just reach back and bitch slap somebody.
It's rearing back. Suddenly you just hear Vika bang. Do you even lift, bro? And it turns and looks at her.
Hey.
I'd like to think because it's making a melee attack on me, it's just some space-time bullshit that's happening.
That as well.
So, like, Grid Space is like, all right, it's going to bite me, I guess. And it just, like, whoo! And then just never feels the effect. Like,
You gotta be quicker than that.
All right, so it missed with its swipe. Because it kind of swiped the air in Vika's general direction.
No, it still does the damage. It just targets me instead.
Oh!
Yeah, she's still taking damage.
Yeah, it's probably some space-time BS then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just Horus.
Horus moment.
All right, so the attack is on you. The 20-something obviously is still going to hit and still be a crit. Its claw/bite attack does 6 damage.
Alrighty. Any particular flavor? Oh, you said kinetic, correct?
Correct. Also
Okay.
doubled because it's crit.
Yeehaw.
Luckily, I know you like taking damage. So.
I'm here to get beat up. All right. Let's go.
If you haven't been hit yet, you have 4 overshield if it hasn't gone away yet.
Nah, I'd been hit last round.
Gotcha.
All right, that's it for him. So.
All right. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that you said is weak.
Nope, it's
No,
this,
this
one.
one.
Over here.
Let me check, because several of these guys are taking damage, so let me check and see.
Okay.
Let's see.
The one Grid Space was referring to was the one right in front of him. But the other ones are probably a little wounded at this point.
Okay. This one right here is undamaged.
Undamaged. Okay.
This one right here will die if it takes any more damage.
Okay, and I'm seeing a...
And this one down here...
Is this the one that's sort of off the grid slightly?
They're all a little off the grid. There's nothing
Okay.
over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
What are
Okay.
you picking over there?
Yeah, there's nothing over by the tree. You may want to refresh your browser.
Okay. Interesting. Refreshing roll 20. Too close. There we go. Okay.
I had slid over by the tree briefly when we were discussing it being out of alignment, so I could look at the hex under it. But
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Updates.
All right.
Discord decided it was time to lock up, crash, and then update.
Discord moment.
Just
All
for
right.
Discord
I don't think
things.
the one down here is taking any damage.
So one.
That one is
Um,
pinned by Vika right now.
Yeah, so it had
It's,
to have taken some damage.
No, it's
It had.
prone. It's not
I'm
pinned.
gonna-
She rammed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Still should have taken damage. If you like clotheslined it, it should still be damaged.
There we go.
Ram, I think, doesn't do damage automatically.
Yeah, I think that one. I think she ran up and shoved it essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ram, you can knock it prone or you can knock it back a tile. You specifically have to have like Siege Ram from Drake, I think, or the Juggernaut pilot talent to do damage too. So I
Alright.
apparently have
Okay.
a phone call. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, that covers my confusion because I knew it and Vika had been interacting. I was like, how's it not damaged? But anyway.
All right.
All right. So which one of y'all is
Moving
going?
I'm moving up,
All right.
and I'm going to fire the net on the weak one.
Okay. Now remember, you, Freddy is right here where the little F is.
Oh, okay.
Now, you've got AI in your mech. It can still do stuff. And you're awake enough now to be giving it orders if you wanted to.
Not important.
Yes.
And everybody had the net guns y'all were using, the net launchers y'all were using
Reloaded,
the previous. Those are all reloaded. So you've got your 3 of those. I think you had.
Yes. All right. And I'm gonna.
Over there, over the corner with the walkie-talkie.
He
Now.
Yep. Whip runs up, takes aim, basically uses his protocol. And
Do it.
just
Just
roll a 20.
Just roll a 20.
And while I'm also thinking about it, because as I use that, I also have accuracy with that, so it's 25.
All right. The evade is a 10. He is definitely in the lower third of his health track, which that alone gives him 2
Difficulty.
difficulty. Thank you. To resist the net. And since you got a crit on the to hit roll, I'll go ahead and give him a 3rd one.
Can he roll in the negatives?
Well, I only count one of the dice, one of the difficulty
Yeah.
dice. The chances of rolling a 6 on one of these is, probably pretty high. All right, so that is a 12 minus 4. What is the save on your mech?
12.
Okay, then yeah, that definitely drops it below that. He is captured.
Woohoo!
I'm going to use the X to represent him being captured because the little tokens are unnoticeable on the big guys.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So Freddy, Whip alerts you that he has captured one.
Good job, Whip. See. That's what I told you. Steady aim.
But I was running.
Well, he ran.
So
Stopped
far
activating his
Yeah.
protocol.
away.
Yeah.
All right.
I love how you two are like, no.
So I believe I'm going to let Sniper McGee go.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. He shot his big gun the first round,
Reloaded the second.
reloaded the second, so he should be good to go.
Yep.
He is not moving. Now he is in, what is this area? I forget. Somebody put an effect around him.
It's
It's a time slow.
yeah.
Horus stuff.
All right. Who?
Let
Rappy
me-
did it.
Okay, Ravi, what effect did you put around this guy last time?
Wandering Nightmare. Cannot take reactions.
Okay.
And if they start their turn within it, they must succeed on a system save or take 2 heat and become slowed until the end of the next turn.
All right, so system save.
Yep.
Sniper. All right, you got a system of 3. He got a 14. What is the save?
13.
Okay. All right, so he manages to resist that this round at least. And where is Melody? Oh, only 20 hexes away. Nice.
Yep, 20 hexes.
Reach out
That's-
and slap face.
'Cause that's what I need for my attacks.
Well, luckily that falls within what his anti-material rifle can reach. So he's going to take a shot at you. This is an armor-piercing attack. Let's see. Ordnance, we've already done that. Loading, he did that. All right. So he has 2 accuracy on the attack. Let's see, he is 4 high. He is having to shoot through the canopy of that tree, or the whatever. So that'll be light cover. So he'll lose 1 of his accuracy. All right. 19, 21, 22, 23, and he has a +4 attack bonus. 27 to hit you.
Okay.
The attack does 15 points of damage.
I've never taken damage before, so how do I do this?
Well, what HP are you at right now?
12.
Okay, so reduce your HP by 12.
Then you will structure.
Yes, yeah, you structure.
Okay.
And then you reduce your HP by 3 after you
3.
do the structure test.
And how do I... I roll and...
Okay, so you reduced all your HP down, and you should have said structure. And when you structure, you do roll a dice, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you go to the structure on the side and hit a minus, it'll pop up a table.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the roll 1d6 per point of structure damage.
So roll a d6.
I did.
What'd you
And
get?
4.
Okay, so you lose a
It-
system or a weapon, I think.
Do I put the 4?
4.
It gives me a dice 1 to 6, so I hit the 4 since I rolled the 4.
correct.
Okay.
Alright, so you roll a d6 again.
Again?
Yep.
It gave me system trauma, 0 rolls remaining.
Yeah, but now you have to determine what gets destroyed.
Yeah, what system?
Rolled a 1.
So pick one mount and all weapons on it are destroyed.
The only mount I have is my autopod.
Then that explodes. It's gone.
Your autopod is now gone.
That's fine.
No major loss, huh?
I'll fix it later.
Yeah, 1 to 3 is all the weapons on one mount are destroyed, and 4 to 6 is a system is destroyed, but you choose what systems. You choose what system or weapon is destroyed, but you have to pick one or the other.
Well. I don't use the autopod anyway, so it's fine. And then...
All right, the nightmare thing. Does anything happen to him if he tries to move out of it?
I don't think so.
Okay. In that case, he is going to pull back over here. And then hunker back down. And then it's one of y'all's go.
I am going to go next.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Go for it.
It's either that or I could potentially reach him and cause murder.
I mean, you can do it after my go. So if I were to move 3 hexes, would I still be able to see him?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
And what you hitting him with?
do 2 quick action, quick text.
Okay.
We are going to invade him, but we're gonna lock on him first.
All right, so you put a lock on. That requires no rolls, just the quick action.
Lock on, and then we're going to invade him,
Okay.
and I'm going to consume the lock on.
Okay. So that'll give you an accuracy.
21.
Is this against his evade or against his E defense?
I think is E defense.
Okay. That's not good. His E defense is a 9.
Yeah.
All right, so what does evade do? Or invade?
I get, and now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eject his power cores.
That doesn't sound
He is
nice.
jammed until the end of their next turn. Ejecting ammo magazines and cooling rods. Since he's by himself, nobody else has to deal with that.
That's right, 'cause there's like some heat involved or something.
Characters adjacent take 2 energy damage.
Okay. All right, and being jammed, he can't use comms to talk to other characters, make attacks other than improvised, grapple, and ram, take reactions, take the benefit from a tech action.
Yep.
Is there a time limit on that, or does he have to do something to undo it?
This-
I believe. Sorry.
It just says this can only be used one scene on each character, but doesn't say anything else.
Getting rid of the jammed condition, he would have to stabilize.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That is a full action.
Full action.
So that means he'll have to stabilize next round before he can do anything. And then he can't shoot the gun
Next
again
round,
until
yeah.
he takes a round to.
Yep.
Reload.
So you have ensured there is an extra round that he can't shoot.
Yep.
Good shit.
There you go, Eric. Have your fun.
Hmm.
All right, he can still move if his
We'll
turn
see.
comes up. All right, so he is neutralized for the moment. We will come down here to Mr. Kaiju here.
Yeah.
Which one is he? Let's see. He hears this one's yelling as it gets grappled or netted. And he turns and he sees Whip standing there.
Doesn't want to come play with us over here?
Oh, also, because I did hit with a tech attack that did consume a lock on,
Uh-huh.
you either take 2 heat or be pushed in 3 spaces of your choice.
It's your choice. You are the person there
Pusher.
that chooses.
Okay.
You are the you.
Me. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so,
So
what?
you take
we-
3 heat or I push you in a direction.
Right, so which one do you want?
No,
You
your
want-
target must choose
Oh.
to take 2 heat or be pushed 3 spaces in a direction of your choice.
Okay.
So
So I
you
choose if it's the
choose-
heat or the push, and you choose if I choose push, you choose which direction he pushes. You get pushed.
Yes. Yes.
He'll take the 2 heat. 2 heat's not gonna do much to him.
I'll
Okay.
stabilize the next round, anyways.
Yep. All right. Now this guy's going to spit at. Let me check the range on that spit before I declare that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's going to spit at Whip. No accuracies on that. Just the. So it is a 15, 16 to hit.
That will hit.
It's only 3 points of damage. Counts as energy damage.
All right.
But on a hit, the target is shredded until the end of the next turn.
And shredded means I take extra damage, correct?
I believe so.
No.
I mean,
shredded means,
if it's a no
shredded means you can't benefit from armor.
armor or resistance.
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
or resistance.
so
resistance.
it probably.
I don't have armor.
I about to say it probably comes out to you taking more damage, but. Then he is going to move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 1 second. I'm going to give him a systems roll because he saw his buddy trip right here. Don't worry, he's not very smart, and his system is not very good.
Who tripped?
Yeah, no one's tripped over that.
No one's tripped.
I thought
on
the
that.
first one did.
No, no one's been that far
Wish.
back.
No. I think you're thinking of the turtle cows.
Maybe so.
When I did trip them with that.
I thought somebody had gotten up here this far and then died.
No.
No.
Okay, maybe not then. In that case, he'll take the one more step forward and have to do the
agility save. The only one that died was the sniper over here that I just murdered.
All right, so he got a total of a 9, which I'm sure is not enough.
He's prone.
Okay. Let me slap a prone on him. Oh, it's not actually a condition you put on. But okay. All
And
right.
Car, I warned you, and you just went a little further up instead of going over the line. And if any of you watching wonder why we are talking to Car when Car is not here, Discord.
Yes, and Car's in the chat. Or was in the chat anyway.
Hanging out.
Cars everywhere.
Car is vibing.
Everywhere.
Car everywhere. Oh, jeez.
All right, so that's going to be his action. Or his turn, I should say.
E.
I believe the storms have reached me.
They're getting there here.
I heard lightning earlier, and I hear rain now.
A.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over here.
Okay.
Just use my movement. Which was 1, 2. I will use a quick tech to scan.
Okay.
And in particular, what I'm looking for is given my character's extensive knowledge at this point of this creature, and also having the brain scans of this particular species and where those nanite chips were to control the brain, I'm going to scan to see if those are present in this one.
Okay. And that does not require a roll, right? You just use the action.
Yeah, I just use the action.
Okay.
And it just has to be within sensors, which for me is range 3, so I have to be like right up on it. But
he does indeed have those implants.
okay.
Or at least something super similar to it, you know.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
And this will determine what I do for my second quick action. Given that knowledge with the scan, and because of the implants that my character has, allowing him not having to directly plug in to things to access them, can I attempt to hack those implants and override the control to myself? If I can't, then I will just stab. If I can, then I will attempt the hack. Those are the two. Those two things.
You're hacking either way.
Either way, I'm hacking. Yeah. This one will hurt significantly more because he's prone.
I'm going to say you'd probably, for the hacking, the computer hacking, you'd probably need him to be a little more still, probably need a little bit more than just a combat round to do it.
Understandable. Okay.
I mean, I got one prone.
Yeah, but you're down there. I'm up here.
Fair enough.
And judging by we'll need more than a combat round, this is probably going to be an after the combat is over thing.
Yeah.
Which, square deal, I will be doing that when this is done.
Okay, fair enough.
So then in that case, I will protocol to troll stance. And I will skirmish. So 1 difficulty because inaccurate now, but 2 accuracy because prone and first melee attack. So that is a 15.
Okay. That is definitely a hit.
Does an additional d6 because the target is prone.
Okay.
Which only adds 1. So 10 damage total, but it is AP.
All right. So he went from undamaged to quite damaged very quickly.
Mm-hmm. And I will come over the comm sort of as a free action. It's like, I don't know about the other 2, but this one up here with me is chipped.
So if they're lost, you can return them to their owners, right?
I mean, if you count me as the owner, sure.
There's just an audible sigh.
Seconded. You're not getting a.
I mean, think about it this way.
No.
The chips that
That's
want
like
to
a
study
sibling
are actually
response.
in this thing. If I can control it, study.
This is an
Consider
after
this.
combat discussion.
No.
Fair. All right, that's my turn.
This is my new Kaiju, Pookie.
Yeah.
All right.
Pookie,
Honestly, knowing Uriah and because me,
strangely enough,
name will be Fluffy, but
strangely enough, with the Kaiju, congratulations, Jason. You've managed to turn Lancer into Digimon.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take it.
All right. So the one down here is the only one I've got left. Vika, I believe you have him knocked prone.
They are prone, yes.
All right.
And that means they are slowed. Can stand up to clear the condition using standard movement unless immobilized, but he's not immobilized.
He stands up then. He is going to barrage. First, a physical attack, and then he will spit at you.
Rude, but let's go.
Oh, hey, that spits
Wait,
difficult.
reverse that. He will spit at you, and then he will claw you, or bite you, or whatever.
Okay, so the first one's a difficulty. Either way.
All right.
Oh wait, we have a thing, don't we?
A thing?
A
What
shield
thing?
or whatever.
Overshield.
I don't have any, but you guys do.
Yes.
Is that
what
only for
overshield.
melee, or would that have worked for the?
I'll work for all of you.
It would have been 4
I gave
more
it to
health.
everyone
you had.
except for Eric.
It would have
Yes,
been 4
so
more
you-
health I would have had.
Yeah, so that means you would have not been structured.
You'd be at 1 HP.
But okay, so
But
you
you
still
would've
got your
got-
pod.
Okay.
All right, so for the spit, he rolls a 2 minus 4.
I think
plus
you can
1.
just.
So the spit misses.
Mark as repaired. Okay.
Yeah, there's also if you go to the actual. If you're on CompCon, you'll notice next to all of them they'll have a keyboard option. They'll just let you type that in.
Ah, yes.
All right, and now the bite. That is a 24, 25, 26 to hit. It is kinetic and 12 points.
Cool, cool, cool.
How much armor and HP do you have now?
I'm not going to talk about that.
She has an armor. She has an AP.
Is it a
Or
lot
a
and
HP.
none?
1 minute, I'm rolling dice for stuff. I was structured, so I'm just rolling dice. If anyone has the table pulled up, what's a 1?
That is the sound of no one having the table pulled up.
Whoa, wait. Sorry, did you say a 1 on structure?
Yes.
That's a direct hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
Cool,
good.
cool, cool.
This result has different outcomes depending on how much structure your mech has remaining. 3
Oh,
plus, 3 plus, your mech is stunned until the end of your next turn.
I'm stunned until my next turn then. So
Okay.
I don't get to take a turn this round or next round. Let's go.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, do I need to roll?
Oh no, you need to roll another d6, and if you roll another 1, then you're in trouble.
Oh dear. Oh my. Oh no. The DM rubbing his hands expectantly.
It's just cold.
Which
That's all.
does that.
3. Okay, never mind.
I'm
So,
fine.
yeah,
Ah.
you're just stunned.
Then yes, you are just stunned.
If I would have rolled a 1, Matryoshka doll.
Well, if you had rolled another 1, it's your mech is damaged beyond repair and is destroyed. You can still exit it as normal.
Yeah.
Because crushing hit.
Fun times. All right.
Mhm.
It was how many damage again? I'm sorry. 12 on the second one?
Yes.
All right, that's adjusted.
Alright. See, that was a spit, a claw, his movement to stand up. Alright, so any of y'all that are left?
I think
I'll
just-
take my turn to stand there and be stunned.
Okay.
I think rabbit, because the AIs. Do
Yeah,
their
Rabbit.
thing.
The dog has not gone yet.
What the dog doing?
That's a good question. What would y'all like the dog to do?
If the dog would like to net the one I just shanked, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Alright.
Either that, or the dog can move around and start healing people.
Jeremy, roll me a d20, please.
That's gonna be, what are we at? Grade 2 or 3?
Let's see, or we can ask
Right,
Car.
2.
2, I believe.
It's a 19.
Car is typing.
Car is typing, so I don't know what is Rabbit doing.
Car's not here.
I mean that's fair, but I see Ty would be getting in the mech. The NHPs can shoot the net.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds fair. And Tiana would be right here where Freddy was, so the movement to get there and climb in is not an issue.
But yeah, I rolled a 19 to shoot the net.
Alright. Oops, hang on. I jumped to the wrong chat. There we are. Alright. Alright, so that's a hit. It has to make a whole save.
Huh?
It has 4 health left, so no advantage or accuracy. Let's see, is that?
Does
Dang,
it have
Didn't know I chunked that much HP.
does it have a difficulty because it's prone? Or did it-
It is still prone.
You know, I think I gave the last hunt, I believe I gave him a difficulty for that, so it does have a difficulty. It's 1 point shy of being low enough to get any difficulty. So it's just got the difficulty from the prone. Oh, 17 minus 2. So that is a 15.
I think it's not
Rapid
netted.
save is a 12, so no. So even prone, it manages to shake the net off before it gets tangled up.
Accidentally netted the tree.
Oh no, you netted Uriah.
No, I accidentally did that. How could I?
Oh no, you have to roll difficulty then.
All right, is scanning something as a quick action?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Ty will scan. Carson, a message saying. To scan the scan one of the predators for the chips.
In main
Oh.
chat, they said Uriah already did that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. I thought it was a personal message. That was something else. Okay.
I mean, depending on the scan range, could scan one of the other ones.
Let's check sensor range.
The only one we
Sensors
know,
of 8, so I don't think they're gonna reach.
we know this one has the chips.
Right.
We don't know about the other two.
Yeah, they are 14 and 12 away respectively. So, but next round with some movement could probably do it. All right.
Well, they could.
Is that
move,
everybody?
Have to go with the tripwire.
Everybody except Audrey, and I don't have the stats for Audrey's mech.
I could get Duba to give you the stats. If you like. Or I could just log into his computer, get on his CompCom, and just get the stats real quick.
Let's see. Let's not take the time to do that. Audrey will just move. I'm sure he's got 5 or 6 move at least. Wait. Or could he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was the range of the net on the net launchers? Was it 10?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I was about to move him down, but I think he would instead move over here and try to hit this bad boy with a net.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy, would you give me a d20 roll, please?
absolutely. That's cocked. That's worse. It's a 4.
All right, never mind then. All right, end of the round, I think.
You do get an accuracy for firing at prone targets.
If I get a 6, or is their armor class something else?
His evade is a 10.
Okay, so I have to get a 6 here. I got a 4.
Okay. All right, I believe
It's shot.
believe that is the end of the round.
Mm-hmm.
So starting round 4.
Okay.
Who would like to start off this round?
I could try to net the kaiju that I'm like right on.
All right.
I hear no arguments.
Car saying that they would give me a D6 accuracy.
Oh.
Or not.
Oh, reaction superior intelligence. So yeah. So
If you wanted to let that fly.
All right. So you're putting a D6 on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, go ahead.
Yep.
We can roll back that far.
I got a 6 on that, so that would hit.
All right. Need that disadvantage or difficulty. So it's a 9 minus 5 is a 4 plus his whole 3. So that is a 7. So you have captured this one.
Nice.
Good looking out, car.
Yeah. Well, then in that case, I'm gonna, yeah.
You're gonna go ruin someone's day, aren't you?
Yeah. That's the plan anyway. Well, yeah, I can still stay in troll stance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. So 8. I think it was, yeah. And then because I boosted exactly what I needed. So high. I'm in the sniper square.
That's
Do take
not
2.
good.
I do take 2 heat for that.
Right?
But yeah, Let's see, do list. It's a quick action to trip, so that attempt. Said I will just skirmish. Since I did quick action boost. No. None. None.
All right. His evade is a 13.
Okay. Accuracy. 22.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay. So. Roll off time.
Oh, it's one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And this is hull or agility, I think.
Yeah, take your pick.
He'll roll his agility.
Okay.
He got a 6.
26.
He'll take 2 damage and continue rolling.
Okay.
He got a 22.
I got a 20.
All right, so he won that one.
So I will take 2, and we will keep rolling.
All right.
22.
18. He'll take 2 and keep rolling.
All right. Good. 14.
5.
Okay.
Takes 2, keeps rolling.
All right.
22.
31. Literally maxed.
Unfortunately. Oh. Well, that went right off my little plate.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, his 22 is his max.
So he's going to take 2, and we keep rolling?
Yep.
All right.
So that's an 11.
14.
13.
Oh, he took another 2?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm rolling again.
Yep.
28.
Alrighty. Where is it?
So I know I've taken 2 damage from this.
That is correct. And he is destroyed.
Okay. I was about to say, because he's going to be taking another 16 damage on top of that.
Luckily, it doesn't matter once he's dead.
That's true.
Keep punching him until he blows up.
More or less, but it did take 2.
You essentially pull off that whole, like, Power Rangers, it falls over, then explodes.
Mm-hmm.
More or less. Atlas. You get that thing into melee. Oh dear.
All right. And I believe I have one guy that can go this round.
And you've got a stunned mech. Go for it.
Well, you know, since you insist.
Isn't it stunned till the end of your...
End of my next turn.
Yeah, and you took it immediately.
Yeah,
No,
your
I
turn.
didn't.
Your turn was after his.
Yeah. He structured you. You rolled a 1. Your turn came in. You were stunned. That was your turn. So you're no longer stunned.
Yeah, the missed turn was the turn from the previous
Yeah.
round.
Well, geez. Okay. Still, go ahead. Structure me twice. Let's see what happens.
He will spit acid.
About that.
Let's see, what is the acid? Oops. Alright, he's got a +1 right. He got a 10.
It doesn't hit.
Alright, then he will try to melee you. No accuracy, but a +2 bonus. Oh no, this is the one with accuracy. He got a total of a 10.
Does not hit.
He will move. He starts moving away from you.
He'll get slapped for it with
I figured.
Ferrofluid Lance.
I figured. Evade is a 10.
Why are my weapons grayed out?
I think it's because you might have to end the turn.
I did. I've ended 2 turns.
Sometimes they just stay grayed out.
Did you clear the stunned condition?
Yes, indeed. Someone remember 14 and 17.
14 and 17.
All right.
I'll just put it next mission. All right, that fixes it. And accuracy because Blade Master. $14.
Its evade is a 10, so that's going to hit.
Uh, 6 damage and a hull save, please.
Is it armor piercing?
It is not.
All right, so 5 damage. And a hull save. 20.
It saves.
All right, so it's not immobilized or anything?
It is not immobilized. So it can continue moving if it likes.
5 and 6. So it is now moving away from you.
If no one else wants to go, I'm going to go chase down a giant lizard.
I wish to go. Because 1, 2, 3.
Can't walk
You're
through
walking
the...
through a building.
I can walk over one just.
Oh, that's right. You got climber or
Gotta
whatever it's
go
called. Yeah.
up 2 then.
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So still in range, which is why I'm going to protocol again.
Okay.
Give myself accuracy. And I'm going to try to fire the net on it.
Okay. He is low enough that he will not have any advantage.
So that is 20 total.
Okay.
because of my +2 grit.
Gotcha. He makes his whole check. And he got a
And so
9.
that-
What is your save?
12.
Okay. He is netted.
Cool.
All right. I believe that is everything.
And that's actually technically our quota.
Assuming they let us use these chipped ones.
Well, that's exactly what they wanted to study.
Yeah.
They'd be
Fair
even
enough.
more excited about the chip ones.
Yeah. That's literally what they sent us here for, is figure out how they're doing it. Now we have 3 that are chipped.
Of course, the last chip's gray good.
They did.
But largely because we didn't know they didn't know how that worked, and they were just taking them out.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
gray
we
goo
did-
the second they looked at it. You don't know what happened. That caused that.
Actually, we do, because of a successful critical roll. Is the second they were exposed to air, when they started like pulling it open, they gray gooed to prevent study. And one moment.
Which means CAT scans. Constant CAT scans.
Our machine the size of a tank.
Well, give me a minute. I'll get one set up.
All right.
One the size of like one of those big old timey iron lungs.
All right. So once y'all secure the area, the drone network is brought back up online. Your support staff starts scrambling to assemble more of the enclosures.
Sure, there's 2 of us who have like those 3D printer things that they can help with.
Yeah.
I have drones that are like pushing stuff around.
Yeah. Most of these enclosures were like broken down and brought out here to be assembled.
They're like
But-
modular.
Because
Yeah.
yes, because you were far enough away that carrying a full printer facility would have been
Okay, I return. It was Hobbit visit time.
I figured.
Ah.
All right, so the rest of the night, y'all are most of you are on kind of watch, patrol, or whatever.
Mhm.
As they assemble what you need to get these guys in storage.
Yeah.
Do we have time to do repairs or anything?
Oh yeah, you could do that. I mean, if you feel the need.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So how do you get more HP? Through repairs?
Yep.
Repairing your HP costs 1 of your repair capacity. Repairing
See?
a structure takes 2 of your repair capacity.
Repaired. Unless you're an Everest, which is only 1.
Yeah.
I walks up and checks, just like has like does the light tests on Freddy's eyes just to like make sure.
Make sure there's no concussion.
Concussion protocol.
Don't worry, I'm perfectly norm, Eel.
I don't like that. And then
Yeah.
we'll help with the repairs and stuff.
Okay, I imagine Tiana would be checking it over closely once everything was finished.
Okay. All of my drones go back into my mech.
What?
The loud sucking sound.
Suddenly, he looks bulkier.
Yep.
I'm just picturing the mech getting skinnier and skinnier as it shoots out more drones.
It like it looks slightly different every time because it's just reconfiguring itself.
So I do want to attempt that hack. See if I can't subvert the implants to wrest control.
Okay.
So
This will be difficult.
I figured as much. um. Freddy's concussed. Actually, are you?
I don't know.
I remember Tiana rolling really high on that medicine roll to like
That's true.
Okay.
bust him out of it.
Yeah,
Out of
no.
whatever
Freddy's
state
fine.
he was in.
Freddy's got a goose egg.
Yeah.
Concussions
Freddy,
were
give me a hand.
concussions were a worry,
Alright.
but he is fine.
All
He
right.
just banged his head real bad.
Basically asking Freddy for help to get it.
All right.
Accuracy.
Okay, yeah. go
All
ahead.
right.
Says, I think you are trained in hacking, yeah?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
currently at a +4 now.
Yeah, I'm at a +6, so. Okay.
Well done.
Whew.
Just roll an 18 or 16.
Yeah.
All right, so you hack into one of them's head, and it's real easy to tell how to turn the thing off and versus turn the thing on. It's sending you back biometric data,
Okay.
so it's like keeping up with the activity in certain parts of the thing's brain.
Uh-huh.
The parts are not labeled in a way that you understand.
Yeah.
But as you're examining them, you notice the badly hurt ones. There's an area that's more active.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, so I got all 3 of them?
sure, once you know how to get into the system again, you had to get in the system.
Oh, okay. I was just going after one I didn't know they were all like the same. Fair enough.
Now you know.
Now I know.
You can now input commands. You're just not sure what all the commands are.
Yeah.
What's this button do?
They explode.
Okay, I'm pressing button 3. And it pooped.
It's like that annihilate button from Baldur's Gate 3. It's like button 3, ching, they explode.
But
Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong.
but you notice on the healthy ones, like
Mhm.
well, actually, do you risk giving it a command?
No.
Okay.
He's just in and has control of the system now. And he's like, him being very much in tune with the systems and everything else. He's like, okay, this is a brand new, completely foreign computer system. I'm not about to start inputting Python into like a C++. That's not going to work well.
Like be over their heads while they're like hacking and able to get into the system. Does it look
Mhm.
familiar?
What kind of science skills and stuff do you have?
Necessarily a science skill. It's more just kind of what I'm integrating with.
Does it look Horusy?
It does look kind of horsey.
Interesting.
It's not identical to what you work with,
The vibes.
but there is a vibe. There is that a human mind did not come up with this vibe to it.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's paracausal, and walk off.
In like 4 words, Uriah's dreams are crushed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go find Vika.
She's angrily probably repairing her back.
While you're repairing your mech, but before Cortev shows up, one of the techs that are with you, and this guy's Union military. You know, he usually sits in the commands, the little command center here, and relays orders and stuff. But he comes running up. He's looking at the mech.
It's fine.
Man.
It's seen worse. Yeah.
Oh, we can print a new one when we get home. Whatever.
No.
He's clearly has no concern for your mech. We got the drones back online, and one of them spotted a mech moving away. We have it following. We think it may be the one or one of the ones that hacked the hacked the drones and take that system down without us noticing.
Well, just colorful string of explicatives.
And he pulls up a little tablet where he's got, he's showing you where y'all are and where it's at. It's moving away.
Does it look like it knows it's being followed?
It doesn't seem to be making any evasive maneuvers. It's not zigging and zagging. But
Do I need to go chase it again?
it's just moving in a straight line.
We're talking to Vika right now. You guys are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vika's just the one that she's outside working on her mech, so when he came out of the command center, he saw her first.
And she's like, I'm assuming she would know how to send this information from the tablet to everyone in the group.
Oh, sure.
All right.
She'd grab it and send it out and be like, sick 'em, boys.
If it's traveling in a straight line and it's unaware, I actually say we just have the drone as stealthily as possible follow it to its location, because it might just take us straight to where its base of operations.
That base of operations happens to be really close to us. Then we could just take it out in one fell swoop.
We have extra stealthy speedy boy. Do you still have your core power?
Yep. So he's like, I could probably catch him before he gets too far. And then we can just interrogate him.
Do you want to find where the base is or interrogate the bastard? Y'all pick.
I'm more for actually following the base. This way we can get more intel on the base before we advance on it.
Counterpoint. He's aware where we are. Since he was in the network, he knows what our defenses are, and he's seen what we can do. So that will make him prepared for any assault. So I'm going to go chase him down.
All right, so Uriah is voting chase him down. Well, don't forget, you also have a mission commander, that's actually running this mission. So, all right, so Uriah is Uriah votes chase him down and question. Freddy votes follow him back to base. At least that's the impression I've gotten.
Correct.
Melody, which side do you come in on?
I have a horse in this race.
You guys probably chasing him down.
All right, so that's 2 for chasing him down and 1 for following him back. Cortev.
I have a horse in this race. Whatever we decide, I'll go with the majority.
Vika.
Yeah.
Vika does not have a horse in this race. She honestly thinks both. Let him get close enough to where we can see the base, but grab him before he can get to the base.
That's probably that's probably the best of both worlds.
If we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, neutralize him.
How fast is this mech moving approximately?
Like
speaking in game terms, are they like?
In game terms, it's like a 5 or 6 movement. I mean, it's decently fast, but not anything monstrosity.
It's not moving like Uriah.
Yeah.
No, with my core power active, I will be catching that thing.
Yeah. And like I said, it's moving in more or less a straight line. It's it's walking around hills. It's avoiding as the terrain allows. But
yeah.
But can Uriah just fly?
Yep.
So, yeah.
And with the core power active, I become a stealth fighter, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so you catch up with it in no time. And it's one of the smaller, more hacky-oriented mechs.
Okay.
You know,
Is
it
it
has a
small?
weapon. It is not heavily armed.
Gotcha.
Roll me a... Do you have anything perception related? As far as your pilot skills?
Nope. So just be a d20 plus
Huh.
2.
Just give me that roll then.
16.
Okay. You caught up with it, and you're kind of debating where you want to try to apprehend him, shall we say? But when further out ahead of you, well, ahead of both of you, you see another mech flying, kind of the same direction this guy's going. Like he's coming in from a slightly different angle.
Okay.
Looks to be more or less the same model, just this one's clearly got, flight stuff added. Still, it's more of a hacky type mech.
Okay.
And with the fly system, it's moving a little bit faster. Not a lot faster, but a little bit faster.
These
And
mechs
by-
don't look eldritch body horror, do they, or anything?
Oh, no.
Okay.
In that regard, you said it seems to be flying along a similar path, but it's just
It's like maybe it was coming from a different angle. But it's kind of fallen into the line this guy is traveling, but just further up.
with that information, would I be able to determine essentially his flight path? Being that we have drones, essentially I could actually check for...
You're not there.
Well, I think he means through the drone that's falling, because
Okay.
they've still got the drone
Yeah.
falling.
Yeah.
So you're wanting to look at the overall paths these things have been traveling.
Yes, because if I can determine essentially where was this flying one recently? Because if it's coming from, basically I'm determining its flight path to its point of where it started from.
Okay, give me a roll.
Because because we might not have known what we were looking at, but now that we know what it is, we might be able to do some reference.
So yeah, if you got some kind of computer use or
Oh yeah.
whatever skill you think, if you think you've got one that would factor in.
Let's see. Where's CompCon? Anime launch. Gonna have to change that. I need pilot roster. There I am. Well, the funny thing is, I have hack, fix, and investigate it both at +4, so technically both would apply.
Yeah, either. Well, you can only use one, but yeah, either one.
Yeah.
And don't forget your 2 grit.
I'll have to ask Tasha if she could have. I probably should ask Tasha for assistance on this one.
Wouldn't have mattered. You've gotten another advantage dice or accuracy dice, but your accuracy dice rolled as high as it was going to roll. So
Yeah. Just roll ass.
So yeah, you can't really tell.
That's not an accuracy dice. That's just my grit plus my skill.
Oh! I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and throw an accuracy dice in there then. Roll another d6.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
12.
Best guess. They do seem to be traveling the same direct, to the same place probably. And best guess, this guy might have come from like the other, ways off on the other side of the base. Because you had a circle of those security drones around you. So it may have been these two guys working together, kind of hacking from two different, hacking two different batches of the drones that shut everything down.
Interesting.
Now Uriah.
Mm-hmm.
That second guy is continuing to pull ahead.
Okay.
And of course, none of them spotted you because you're, indivisible.
So continuing to pull ahead.
Uh,
Given his rate of speed, if I basically ambush hit the guy that I'm after, how soon would it take for this guy to turn about and come after me?
if the guy you're going after manages to get a distress call out, I don't know, we'll say you'd have 2 or 3 turns.
Oh. Okay. I'll just reactivate combat mode then.
Or we're going to handle this this bit
Okay.
more of the pilot level.
Narratively.
Yeah, narratively, just for speed's sake. Because this is not a really a super combat oriented mech.
Yeah.
It is not going to handle melee with you at all.
But I'll say this. Basically, what his plan is to take out the mech, basically cut the pilot out, grab the pilot, and then bolt back.
Okay. So what all roles do you think you would have that would factor into that?
Well, I mean, pilot-wise, I could use assault, but that is significantly less than the amount of combat potential the mech would have.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. Basically, because I was going to use the last charge of my Jägerkunst to animate duel system to basically ensure I do as much damage as possible to try to basically one-shot him.
Okay.
At least that's the plan.
In that case, give me... Let's see, should we make it difficult? We won't make it difficult, but there's consequences if you fail.
Okay.
So you still only need to hit the 10. But if you mess up, you've probably killed the pilot.
No, that's fine. And I'm ambushing from stealth, so I get an accuracy.
That makes sense.
Okay. 22.
Just roll a 20. So yeah, you drop down on this guy. And there's a brief little anime fight that he doesn't do well in. And you basically have wrecked his mech.
Okay.
He comes, it hits the ground, he comes scrambling out of it. He tries to run for the woods.
I'm immediately... and I will basically remove any comm system he might have.
He's got a wrist-based comm thing.
That's often. Actually, no. I will hack it and just have it loop the biometric data or whatever.
Okay.
Basically, it's not going to be sending any signals, but it's not going to register as having been deactivated.
Gotcha. All right, give me a roll for that. Using your fix hack.
And since I don't have to directly plug in, I can just do it through touch. 25.
All right, so yeah, you get that set up where you're fairly confident if anybody was monitoring this guy in real time,
yeah,
they lost signal for very briefly, and then everything should come back up and look normal.
Okay.
They'd be far more likely to think it was just a glitch, until this guy doesn't show up.
Yeah. and I will bring him back to base.
All right.
'Cause
So
he could in theory catch up to the other guy. With his Ace 2, he does have afterburners. He would basically be blowing his stealth cover to do that because he'd be starting to generate heat. But
well, you've also
carrying a human with
you
him.
also dropped out the invisibility when you attacked the first guy, so
yeah,
you don't have that going anymore anyway.
well, because the core power is active, I can just turn it back on again. But I wouldn't be able to maintain it with active afterburners burning to
Gotcha.
to basically overtake him. So I'm gonna let him go,
Okay.
and just sort of like mentally through our link, basically nudge the drone towards the flying guy. So basically, the drone following them, basically that's a
He will now lock onto the next one, and that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and then he'll bring the other guy back.
Shot put him back into the
Yeah,
base.
All right, so you get back to base with your pilot. He is not happy to be there.
Basically, he shows up holding the guy by the scruff of the neck. Hey, got y'all a gift.
And I also get with
I
the
don't like it.
sensor crews to double check to see that the flying version we're still tracking.
Yeah, they've got a lock on it.
Just look at my wrist comm and see that it's going.
All right, so all y'all see him, he lands and he's carrying,
It's basically a sack of potatoes.
The clearly very uncomfortable pilot. Once you set him down, he straightens his clothes up.
Ty would like to scan the dude and see what factions he's with.
No, that's fair. He's not wearing a uniform that you recognize. The problem is, he's not in a mech, though, so you can't really scan the mech to get any of that kind of
I
identifying.
can scan the comm thing.
No, that's fair.
Vika had one of those medallions of the cult. Is he wearing anything that looks like that?
You give him a quick pat down. Sure enough, he is.
Ah.
Interesting.
She just pockets it.
Hey, that's mine.
That's the guy. I'm sure to give him back to you. Don't worry about it.
It has no relevance to any conflict.
It shouldn't
It's
be
just
an
personal.
issue.
It's just personal property.
Unfortunately,
Reading situation, can I see if there's any like subtext or motive other than it just being a personal item?
He seems to just be pissed that you took his stuff.
I'll give it to the commander. They can put it with your comms unit. You'll get it back at the end of this.
He looks doubtful, but he lets the matter drop.
You all are tampering in things you do not understand.
Well, yeah, y'all are riding around in horse mix, so yeah. That goes without saying.
She's not riding around on a horse, Mech.
I just ask him. Any particular reason why you use mechs on both sides, let alone the local fauna? And I'm actually more or less trying to get him to talk more about it using charm.
Okay, give me a roll for that. We'll see if you can get him to start just, ranting or something.
At this point, Vika's going to get the base commander to take care of this.
Well,
they'll definitely,
exactly what I needed.
Okay. They do the will and inerta.
Tell me more about Inerta, because I'm not from this world, so I don't have any really context to it.
Inerta is a god.
There it is.
The god of this world. He is in charge of
Okay, Inerta is a he then.
I believe. Let me double check that.
Okay.
What domain is Inerta over?
Of this world. So
I mean, many things. Foremost among them, farming, hunting, war. But also, laws, academics. Hey, pretty wide.
Sure.
As far as you question about the why they're playing both sides. The Nurgle is sculpting this war, or forging. How would you put it? The war is a tool Nerda is using to forge the people of this world.
And this goes back to that information that I had acquired and the fact that both the two previous wars had a definitive start. This one didn't seem to have one.
Well, it had a definitive start point. You just couldn't. But it's very up in the air as to who actually started it. Which the previous two, it was pretty obvious who had started it.
So
Whichever side started it would lie and say the other side did, but the lie was pretty obvious once you had all the information.
Yeah.
It is Inertians started it. Is our best guess.
As far as why they use the animals, it's boosting our numbers. They are the apex predators, and Nurta is Lord of the Hunt. So
You didn't come up with it though.
it was Nurta's ideal, of course. We are but his humble servants.
Oh.
Does Freddy look as constipated as you do? There's a real happy look on your face there for a second, man.
No, it's...
Blending player.
Is Inerta... Just ask, is Inerta someone you can physically speak to?
Well, I am nowhere near the rank to speak to Inerta. But the priests, yes, the priests do. And then they come out and tell us his will.
And
some warriors in the midst of combat have said Inerta has spoken to them.
And you see me type, and you see Freddy type more or less something on his comm, and essentially on everyone's around us, you get the message, I'm concerned Inerta might actually be an NHP.
Wherever Uriah is, he freezes.
And this is because this has happened before. And this is me being of Union background.
So Freddy's basically sitting there going, oh no, Raw 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Well, no, because I want to say they're the people that normally use the Jaeger mechs that he's running. I can't remember the name of the actual mech now. Atlas. Very much had kind of a Polynesian kind of vibe to them, but except they're more or less on an ice planet. And basically an NHP convinced him it was its god for a bit. So
So this is not an unheard of thing.
Yeah.
Intimately familiar with.
And Raw also took a god when he unshackled him, he also took a god's name. So yeah, no.
Yeah. It's just like, oh boy. And and also he types in on there, and if you're wondering, no, I wasn't constipated. That thought just occurred to me.
Now, do you send it to just the guys, or do you, or like the base commander, everybody on your side around here gets the message?
Yeah, as talking to them. Yeah. I let everybody. Yeah, essentially, I let everybody know that my suspicions about what's going.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of Horus tech we've been running into with
Yeah.
these things.
I was gonna actually
We
reply
haven't
and be
run
like,
into Horus tech,
considering
though.
The
Just the programming language.
not just well.
Now
nanites-
that and the implant technology
Yeah.
made some of y'all think
Grey goo.
for
that
sure.
seemed the whole Grey gooing and stuff. Not that you can't do that with regular tech, but
Yeah.
Considering the and Kotaba replied in this text chat, considering the implants look paracausal as hell. Yeah. ... Yeah.
So the base commander basically has the guys, the techs, well, y'all had a couple extra of the smaller container units. So they basically just strapped this guy down like they did the smaller turtle cows.
Oh God.
You know, Tiana and a couple of the medics, they swap out what kind of tranquilizer is being used. So this guy will sleep all the way home.
I'll say just before they actually do put him to sleep, Uriah will walk by, lean down, just so this one pilot's the only one that can hear him. Will say, "Must not be much of a god if I could take his hunters from him."
That's our weakness, not his. And he passes on out. All right.
Knew it was gonna be Horusy as soon as we started this fucking thing.
Can't have anything nice.
Can't have shit on all Union planets.
Horus adjacent, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't leave food out. That's how you get Horus. No, that's how you get ants. No, that's still Horus.
And considering, for Beacon, Uriah SSC has definitely had some issues with Raw in the past.
Harrison Armory more than others, but
Well, one of the big reason why SSC is now in basically eugenics is because originally what they were doing is trying to perfect the whole making immortal.
yeah, they were.
humans.
Yeah, they were trying to make humanity immortal.
Yeah,
and then Ross said no. No, stop that.
And by morning, well, it'd be well before morning probably, but the drone manages to follow that one all the way back to what they presume is the base.
Okay.
It lands on a large hillside. Hills, as the locals would call them. Really, it's a small mountain. And while it's disguised, the drone manages to see the thing go into a doorway. Think hangar door size. But if you're not looking straight at it, it's like camouflaged, from above and to the sides.
So it's a hunting blind.
Sort of, but around a door that seems to lead into the mountain.
Yeah, fair enough. My brain's not thinking everything's like hunting themes, considering this god's.
What size is the mech that goes into it? Can we tell?
It's big enough for anything size 3 or smaller.
Square deal.
All right.
So as soon as they have,
Yeah.
you know, as soon as they get that information in, the base commander alert or the mission commander alerts you. What was the commander's name or the CO's name? Lyrical. So yeah, she calls you in. You know, once the prisoner is put to bed and all the critters have been locked down and tranquilized. I almost said put to sleep, but that's not what they're doing.
Wrong. Put to sleep.
Yes,
Big sleep.
Actual sleep. Actual sleep.
Tucked in.
I will say, like, whatever, like, inputs and stuff Uriah's been getting from the implants, he's basically, like, while they're asleep, he's basically making, like, a separate program. So he's trying to learn the coding on a separate program, so he's not messing with the implants. So basically, he's seeing, like, what registers is what.
Okay.
Because he knows through the brain scan, we got that whole thing because, you know, Ty nat 20'd it. So he has a copy of that. So he knows, like, what was interacting with what, like where the implants were before they gray gooped. So basically, he's trying to take, like, the readings from the implants that he's getting from these three, seeing, like, what is activating where, and sort of using that to see, okay, so this is messing with this is messing with that, this is
Okay.
messing with this.
So you've got a program basically looking at all the data that the implants are keeping up with to try to see what's doing what. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then he's from there. I imagine this will be a post-mission thing.
Oh yeah.
He's going to see if he could kind of decipher the programming to be able to actually give commands to the implants.
Okay. All right. So the CO calls you in, you know, shows you all the stuff, all the footage from the drone. They haven't let the drone get any closer. They assume there's got to be some sort of sensors or
defenses.
Defenses, guards, something. Something's got to be. So they pull the drone back, you know, still close enough that it can see that door if anything was to come in and out, and then it just sort of settles down. And basically asks y'all what you think of this situation. She's like, we have enough samples. We can just withdraw now.
They believe that their god is sculpting this war.
Correct.
Yeah, I heard that.
Some rogue NHP just wants people to keep fighting here.
And for what purpose?
See, Cole's like, even if it has a purpose, is it going to be a purpose any of us would understand or be able to decipher? Assuming the NHP theory. Though I agree with you that makes the most sense.
You know, that thing. I say this with fully with that thing behind me, and I point at my mech. This is troubling at best. I don't even want to. I wouldn't recommend anybody who hasn't interfaced with a paracausal technology before to do so. It's just always has that way of like wriggling.
Some of the engineers like wriggling.
That's the way I could put it.
Let's be honest here. Paracausal technology is just basically a fancy saying away physics is optional.
One of the engineers wants to argue that point. You know, actually, though, if you break it down into quantum physics, it probably makes sense if we knew enough about quantum physics.
Everything
it's a very
magic until it isn't.
What was that, Sarah?
Everything makes sense if you know enough about quantum physics.
Exactly. She gets it.
Everything's magic until it isn't.
Everything's magic till it's science.
Yeah. And there's another engineer in the group that's just
up.
shaking his head like this is maybe an often had argument.
Yeah. If you just give us a sec to, repair the damages, we'll.
Yeah.
head
The
out.
set. How many transports do we have here? And I'm asking because right now we can't evacuate the samples. However, we still can't literally let an opportunity like this pass.
The rest of y'all, if the rest of the support staff left and we just went in,
That's why I was
So
asking.
you've got
if
two
I'd-
of these. You got two of these big flyers, cargo carriers with you, because all you guys are on one, and most of the tech crew and stuff is on the other. They've got the room to carry you guys back, and all the they can carry everybody. A lot of the miscellaneous equipment and pre-built facilities they set up here will just be left. That's not important enough to break the stuff back down, and they'll need the room for carrying the samples.
Because I was thinking we could carry the samples, the kaiju, on one, have one transport on standby in case we need pickup.
when we need pickup.
Yeah, you'll win, lose, or draw. You'll need to be picked up.
Yeah.
CO thinks that's a good idea. Just as soon as they can get the kaiju loaded and everything ready to go ahead and send that and probably most of the techs back.
That's fine.
You just leave someone to pilot the flyer back, really.
Yeah. The crew, the actual flight crew of the other flyer would be here.
Support staff is staying, but the science staff.
Yeah, the CO would stay. A couple other people, a couple of extra engineers, just in case you needed help. Needed some kind of repairs before you left.
Which we will.
Since we
made quota, so
Yes,
since
you
we
did make quota.
have, since we know its location, can we get any orbital scans of that particular area? See if because we know it's basically. See if there's any subterranean structures, if possible.
She can call that in. The chances that they'll be able to do a deep, like a deep radar, ground penetrating radar kind of thing. Well, frankly, they don't have a whole lot of satellites that come over this area. To their knowledge, it was just deserted. It was just wilderness. Yeah, remember y'all are as far away from the
because we had to
front
travel
line
a
as
couple
possible.
of days by the transports. Yeah.
Yeah. You only like if you think of the League and the Shinar as kind of being butted up against each other in the middle of this supercontinent, y'all are on the far edge.
Then if we do any really powerful scans, that could absolutely set off sensors.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also true. Now she can pull up, effectively the Google Maps of the planet. They've mapped the entire planet from orbit. As far as you can see the lay of the land around it and whatnot. But
yeah.
Well, put it one way, at least some intelligence is better than none.
Yeah. So she pulls that stuff up. But Cole brings up the assaulting this base will be outside the parameters of our mission. We can't know how many people they have inside, though thus far we still have not spotted any more mechs outside.
Big enough for a size 3 to get in. There's probably some other ones in there.
Yeah. Also, we have to concern ourselves with the number of, essentially, how many kaiju do they actually have in that base?
Yeah. But yeah, she doesn't feel like you should, or that all of you should leave until we've at least gathered some intel on what's going on. We may have stumbled over where they're getting their animals from. She goes, which frankly frightens me a little bit. Because if we just happen to stumble over one of these bases, how many of these bases are there out this way?
And considering we know they operate on both sides of this war, how many are on the other side of the continent?
Yeah. That's where her thoughts are.
And this is more me outside a question. We are probably, if we called for backup, it might be like a day or two before they can even get here.
It'd be several days. It'd take them as long to get here as it took y'all to get here, and y'all were in the air for like a while.
Yeah.
Well, probably, yeah, a day or two. Not even longer than that, or they just go orbital. But so she starts bringing up the stuff to start planning. How do you want to go in? Do we want to go in guns blazing? Do we want to try to sneak in?
It's a mountain. I don't know if it has a back door.
And actually, ask Uriah. You already had to use your core to approach that, didn't you?
Unless you let me drain core from something else.
I don't think we have anything else to drain a core from.
Yeah, the other times I've done that is by physically ripping something out of another mech.
Yeah. And was there nothing left of his mech? I was afraid of that.
No, he kind of ripped it apart.
We also left it behind a day ago.
Sad fact is, if the moment we get into sensor range, we're going to have to ping up, so we could probably approach stealthily, but the second we cross, we'd be going loud.
Yeah.
Be a matter of getting the door open quick and getting inside. And making sure the door stays open so we can get out quick.
It's going to be the hard part.
Rabbit have something to say, or?
Yeah, Rabbit or Ty would say if they believe it's needed, Ty will allow him to drain his core. Or drain her core.
Wouldn't that pretty much just
Essentially,
leave Rabbit DOA? Well, not DOA, but like out of the mission.
no.
They just wouldn't have their core power.
Yeah. And it, take some time, but y'all have an entire squad of engineers y'all can put to it.
Yeah.
If y'all want to do that.
Because it would at least give us some intel and give us eventually it'll give us an opening. Or at least find one we can exploit.
What was Rabbit's core power again?
Well, if it's...
Let me see.
If...
Where's the core power listed in?
On CompCom, it is... Once you hit active mode in the mission. It is underneath E-Defense, Save, Target, and Sensor range. Usually has a, on mine at least, it has a green top, a green or teal.
Uh-huh.
It says Activate Core System.
And I believe... And yours is a
Oh.
Lancaster, right?
Well, Ty just card just linked it.
Oh.
Oh, that works.
One heat.
Okay, it's the latch drone thing. Or it's something he does with his...
Latch drone, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. With a little bit of work, and probably the cost of a repair or something, you managed to recharge the Atlas's core power.
Okay.
Supercharged, that's what it's called.
Fair enough. Alright, so I'm at core power.
Alright. So y'all gear up, y'all head that direction. I'm sure once you start getting close, I'm sure Uriah takes off ahead.
Well, so you all want me to sneak in and do what?
At most, first off, just essentially patrol and get us some intel about the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
More or less any entrances, or if there are multiples. And if there's one we can exploit as a means to get into building, or as an emergency extract if we have to.
And the CO speaks up. And, look for any defensive weaponry or other mechs, obviously, or troops, or whatever they're using to guard the area. There might even be some more of these creatures.
Well, I give it a shot.
Alright, so you shoot out ahead. You get to where the drone is. You can see the door.
Yeah.
Give me a roll for looking around.
Okay. 18.
Okay. So you search around. You don't see... and what you discover are a bunch of basically infantry guys.
Okay.
Hidden amongst brush and, the trees and stuff. They've all got rifles. They've got several, like whatever the Lancer equivalent is to a law or something, anti-mech weapons.
Okay. So they have a lot of advanced guard ready to basically ambush attack with AP weapons.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just people. It's a few squads worth of people.
Okay.
They seem to be on high alert.
Mm-hmm.
Not like they're expecting something to show up just any minute, but they're, maybe they realized the guy y'all captured, maybe they realized, he'd clearly, so something had happened to him and somebody had rigged up the thing to keep, broadcasting the loop of his vitals.
Mm-hmm.
Something seems to have him on the edge.
Okay.
Even as you're creeping around, you're not hearing a whole lot of talk. They're not talking to each other a whole lot. They're the units are like calling out, so everybody knows everybody's okay periodically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For a cult, their guys seem to be fairly professional.
Yeah.
There's no standard uniform, though. A lot of them have those amulets or patches
Mm-hmm.
with that same symbol.
Yeah. And this is just the outside?
Yeah, it's just the outside.
Because invisible, he'll take a peek inside.
Okay. Looking inside, you see several unoccupied mech bays.
Unoccupied as in there are no mechs in them?
Correct.
Or unoccupied as in... Okay.
Okay.
The one you had spotted running ahead is docked in it.
Okay. Using that as a frame of reference, about how many mechs of similar size could fit in here?
It looks like there's enough space in here for about 4.
Okay. So we've accounted for 2, so there's another 2 out there somewhere. Okay. What else does he see?
Anybody want to check the math on that? Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's. Well. Well, you said check. Well, you said check the map, and the map is not changed.
I said math.
Oh, there.
Well, let's see. You said there was
4
bays.
4 bays.
We took out 1 mech. One
That's
we
right.
flew back.
That's right. We destroyed 2. I ambushed and destroyed the 3rd. And then there's the 1. Okay, yeah, that's right.
The flying one.
Yeah.
You also see an area that looks like it's got for lack of a better term, looks like big stalls, like animal stalls.
Okay. Are they empty?
Oh yes, they're empty.
These are probably the ones that we now have.
The numbers match up.
Okay.
And all of this isn't an area big enough for these critters to walk around and the mechs to walk around. But there's a much more human-sized door against the back wall, going kind of further into the hill.
Okay.
Parked over in one corner, there is also picture something kind of like a cherry picker, but the basket area has got all this high-tech equipment around it.
Okay.
It's not a maker model of equipment you've seen before, but something about it gives you a medical vibe. And the basket's also got like manipulators.
That might be how they do the if it's vaguely medical, that's probably how they do the implants.
Well, look, you need something big if you
Yeah,
you're giving a kaiju a physical.
He's gonna take a look at that, see what he can glean from it.
Okay. Now there are some guards walking around in here.
Yeah, but he's gonna steer clear of them.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth roll. They can't see you, but you'd still make noise, or still potentially make noise.
Not as long as I don't boost.
Okay.
So and the let me pull it.
I'm just
Because it's specifically it's basically an enhanced stealth that's specific to Atlas.
Okay. I'm just getting the vibe of that one James Bond movie where he was in the invisible car creeping up behind the guy.
Yeah. The only way to reveal you is for another character to search for you, or for you to lose hidden as usual.
Okay.
So unless they're actively searching for me or think I'm here, then I can move around as normal.
Okay. So yeah, you go over there and look at it. Yeah, the way the controls are laid out, you're pretty sure this is built for specialized medical purposes.
Okay.
You got the manipulators, but they've also got like saw attachment and big syringe attachments.
Are there any more like implants in it? Like,
You don't really see any loose equipment sitting around. It's all what you're seeing on the cherry picker is just the stuff it's equipped with, the pieces of it.
okay, so it's the implements,
Right,
not
right.
the actual tech. Okay. So there's another door.
Yes, that goes further into the. It's shut. It's.
Yeah. But it'd look weird if it just opened on its own.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure security, security stuff. There's probably a security checkpoint somewhere that thing probably pings every time the door opens. And Carr had asked in the chat if it seemed like a fairly new base.
Yeah, it is one thing that Uriah would check. He doesn't have that scope, so he can't link the feed to the others. I don't have that piece of pilot gear on me this mission.
This, you've only got this one room. This room has got a lived-in feel.
Okay. So
You don't think it's ancient or anything, but it's scuffed up. It's dusty in the corners. It's.
All right. So the base has been in operation for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like finding an old World War II bunker or something. It's not, it's not giving you vibes of being that old.
Okay. That's fair.
And of course, there's security cameras and all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
There are also like larger lights up in the ceiling. They're not turned on at the moment. Because, the main like hangar door is basically just open.
Right. Can't really interact
There's
with
just
the door.
there's kind of like almost like emergency, like just enough lights that the people patrolling around in here aren't going to be tripping over themselves.
Yeah. So
But
I
not
can't
enough
really
that's going to give them away going out that front door.
Can't really interact with the door without basically doing the thing. So that would cause an issue. I don't know what else I could.
Whole group of people behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a matter of when y'all gonna get here.
We're frankly waiting on you. You're just
Yeah.
kind of there giving us intel.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll kind of just record what he sees. Yeah, then he'll head back.
Okay.
So basically, they have a whole lot of infantry and that one flying mech. But that's all he could see without basically tripping the alarm.
Alright, we've got at least... We know what we're up against, at least. We know at least the infantry and one mech, barring anything they've kept very hidden that was something you could not see.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a surprise. But at this stage, because as far as you could tell, there was really only one way for our mechs to go in there.
Yeah. Now, what I could do is I could go back in and basically stand ready for that other pilot to jump into the mech and basically ambush him before he can. To basically remove the mech from play.
But you said all
Yeah.
of the mech bays were empty, correct?
Except
All
for
but one. All but one.
All but one. All but one.
Yeah, that
Okay.
second one, y'all, the one y'all actually followed, that the drone actually followed back all the way to the base.
Like,
That one
yeah,
is
that's the one. Okay. Okay.
So,
And ideally capture as well, if possible.
in the middle of a fight, no, he's gonna die.
There were probably other people in the base y'all could capture.
All right.
We already have one captured. Do we really need to get a whole squad?
Got to catch them all.
Besides, we did kind of go a little above and beyond what Command wanted anyway, since we have 3 chipped megafauna, which is what they wanted to study to begin with.
Yeah, they should be quite happy with you.
All right.
And they're still alive too, which means as long as they don't do any invasive procedures.
It sounds like at this point we're just gonna have to. We're at the stage we're gonna have to go in.
So, so
You getting ready to essentially spike the other lancer.
works for me, and I will sneak back in.
You have no problems.
Basically, I'll wait in the bay. So when that lancer heads for his mech, I'm basically just gonna.
And this is more out of question on this regards. So it is 9 o'clock now.
We're gonna
Do we
30
want-
minutes.
I was curious if we still wanted to start the fight or
Especially
not.
with everybody, especially with like 2 people missing.
Well, the trick is it's not really going to be much of a fight.
Oh,
No.
okay.
It's like 5
it's
infantry
not.
guys. And I don't think Duba has used his core power yet.
I haven't either.
I haven't.
So,
Portov has, but
the
that was the first time he's ever used it.
the regular troopers probably aren't going to take it too well. I mean, it's certainly something you could game out, but when y'all rush in and when y'all kind of just bum rush them, doing, knowing where they're, knowing exactly where they're at because of Uriah, so that, they don't get any kind of stealth bonuses or anything. You were pretty well running and Molly stomp them.
Yep.
All right.
I can't see. If it was 8:30 right now, we'd probably go ahead and game it out just for the fun of letting y'all be badasses. But
Let's game it out.
Let's not.
No, that's a reference to a YouTube channel.
Yeah. So y'all go rushing in. Sure enough, I mean, very quick after that happens, that door opens, psst, and you see a pilot come running out.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's running out, helmet under his arm. He starts to put his helmet on as he gets close to his mech.
Basically, the second he gets close, just
He has just enough time to get a very surprised look on his face. And then you've sent him to meet his god.
Left arm to ward off death.
That's only for explosions.
Yeah.
Or energy beams.
Close his mouth so the spirit can't escape. Wrong game.
Well, it'll just escape out of his throat where he took his head off. So very quickly, all of you have secured the entrance to this base and this main room. Unfortunately, most of your mechs can't fit in the very, very human-sized door.
I can absolutely fit a drone in though.
I mean,
And we
half
have
size mech, so
The half-size mechs could wiggle their way through.
okay. At least me and Socks can get in.
Yeah, Uriah will take point, considering if we are dismounting and going in, Uriah will take point since he is basically the most heavily armored, half-sized mech of the bunch.
Have a shield drone go in so that they can have difficulty on ranged attacks.
Yeah, and
All right.
basically he'll keep the blade on Lord stance, so if they do start like shooting, he can start just deflecting bullets back at them.
Okay. So is everybody going in?
Sense.
I'll have Whip take up guard position, essentially prevent anyone from coming in behind us.
Oh yeah. Well, I figured all the AI active mechs would be on guard duty. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Tiana could take her AIs with her if she wanted to, her NHPs with her. But I imagine at least one of them will wind up staying. All right, now it is 9 o'clock. We do have another half hour. Do y'all want to do the base stuff or get started on the base stuff tonight, or do we want to wait till next time when everybody may be here?
I say we wait for next
Probably
time.
wait for everybody. Yeah.
Next time.
Everybody gets to have the fun of the season. The season finale.
Well,
not season, but the
essentially
adventure,
mission
the mission finale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and wrap here. I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Hope anybody that comes by and
I
watches
love
later
that
enjoyed it.
little twist.
Yep.
There's more twists coming, I assure you.
Oh, I know.
But anyway, hope y'all will join us next time. Hopefully Carl will be better by then. And Duba too, for that matter. Hopefully we'll have the full crew.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, again, I was the storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me was Jeremy playing Cortev, Eric playing Uriah, Sarah playing Vika, Patrick playing Freddy, and Rappy playing Melody. And we will see y'all next time.